This is all about money.
Huge sums of legitimate money.
Welcome to Talking Money with Mr. C.
This is where you earn your money.
On AM 760 KFMB, where we show you the big picture and how you can take advantage of it. Now, it's Talking Money with Mr. C.
All right, welcome to the program. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for talking money with me, Mr. C. It's exactly what we're doing right here on AM 760 KFMB. Now it's time to talk about the real estate Catch-22. We have Robert Colello from Robert Colello and Associates in the studio today with Keller Williams and RobertSold.com. Mr. Colello, how you doing, man?
Very good. Thanks for having me on, Derek.
This is a really tough situation that a lot of home sellers and home buyers find themselves in when they own a home and they want to move and they want to buy another house. And now they kind of have two transactions they have to manage.
Absolutely.
So I really wanted to dive into what your method is and how you coach people through this process, Robert, because as we get into a market like this where a lot of people might want to buy in areas where inventory is thin, they know they can sell their house, but they're not sure if they'd be able to buy one. I think that makes sellers a little timid. So if we can offer that solution, maybe we can help console them on this.
Absolutely. So what I find is about 70 to 80% of all the buyers that own homes have to sell their home before they can buy their new home. The problem is they feel insecure with the little inventory that they're actually going to find what they want. But then that poses a second problem. If they write an offer on a home without having the financial backing to buy it in a market with thin inventory, like you said, and there's 20 offers on the table, what are the chances a seller is going to pick them over the cash offer, the conventional offer, even a VA offer, which would be the bottom of the totem pole as far as financing goes, strength? It puts them in a very vulnerable position.
Yeah. So if you are, let's say, you're that person, you're that family, you own a home, you're there, you need to move.
Yes.
Maybe there are a couple reasons for it. Maybe there's one reason, doesn't matter, but you've made the decision, we're moving. How do you prepare yourself to do this and do it in a way that's smooth and as little stress as possible on the family?
Oh, that's a great question, Derek. So the first thing we do is I get them with my lender. I get them pre-approved. We do what's called a future pre-approval based on what we believe we're going to net for the property, based on their current financial situation. And then they tell them, okay, at the end of the process, if you net between this dollar and that dollar, you'll be approved for this amount.
Gotcha.
Second thing we do is we list their property. We're going to sell their property first. We're going to get it in escrow. We're going to close escrow. Now, in the escrow process, I'm going to disclose to the buyer's agents that my seller will need a rent back anywhere between 60 to 90 days with a 30-day notice. What this does, Derek, is it enables us to get their home sold, get the cash in the pocket that they need to make them financially worthy to go buy the next home.
So what you're saying is, okay, I own my home. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to go through the process of making the sale.
Yes.
So the sale's done.
Yes.
But I'm going to stay in my house and I'm going to essentially rent it from the people I sold it to.
Exactly.
For a few months.
And you're not going to have to move twice. You're not stressed out about writing an offer on your dream home and getting denied because you don't have the money. And then we give you enough time to find a home. Now, here at Robert Colello and Associates, we're putting people in escrow when they come to buy homes with us, 4 to 14 days from the first time they meet with us. So once your escrow closes, we're going to find you a home rather quickly. The reason we're able to do that is we do an in-depth buyer consultation with all buyers before we hit the market. So we're essentially creating the blueprint for what they're looking for. We're also managing their expectations so they know what to expect when they get out there. So they're well informed, they're well prepared, and they're ready to make a decision when they see the right property that meets their spectrum.
Wow. How does that consultation go down? Because if you're putting people in escrow 4 to 14 days, you're really making a succinct approach to the marketplace. So what is that like? If I'm out there today and I'm going, this sounds like what I need. We're going to sell our home. We want to buy a home. Maybe we've been timid because we don't want to, get caught in between the catch-22 situation as we're speaking. And someone wants to reach out to you. What are they going to expect when they come to meet with you in that consultation?
They're going to expect professionalism, organization, and a systematic approach to helping them reach their goals in the least amount of time with the least amount of hassles, and bottom line, getting the best deal.
Yeah, that's what everybody's looking for. So you can actually call Robert Colello as well at 858-829-4069. You can also go to RobertSold.com.
I changed it to Sold because my last name's Colello, and it's not as easy to spell as Smith. So
or sold.
Yeah, or sold. And I want them to think that when they're with me, they will be sold. What we do is when they come to the office, we spend 45 minutes to an hour crafting the perfect blueprint for them. From the first step of it is the financial piece. Then we go to the areas. We go to the description. We go to their dreams, what they really, really would love to have. And then we go to their must-haves, what they have to have. Then I go over the whole escrow process, whether they bought in a home 5 times, 10 times, 20, or this is their first purchase. Most people are stressed out in this part of the process because their professional real estate salesperson did not explain to them what to expect from getting their offer expected to the deposit check, to the inspections, everything that goes into a real estate transaction. We explain that, answer all the questions, and then we talk about, how we're going to actively and aggressively search for properties, how they're going to participate in that process, and how we're going to effectively help them get to their goal.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Robert Colello with Keller Williams in studio today. RobertSold.com is his website. You can reach him directly at 858-829-4069. Let me ask you about that process.
Absolutely.
Because what if the market were different? Right now we have a pretty strong seller's market in a lot of different places, and buyers are struggling in some spots.
Absolutely.
What if that tide were to turn and were to go back to the way it was 5 years ago, let's say? Would that change your process at all, or would anything need to be amended to it?
No. We always want to make our buyers prepared. We follow the same procedures and the same steps to get the same results. And in any market, what I have found over the last 10 years or so in real estate is a contingent buyer is a weak buyer. And it's not someone I would ever promote to my seller to accept. And that's how most agents feel. So we make sure we take the same step there. And we always take the same approach with meeting with our clients first, because I look at it like this. It's kind of like if you're going to hire a lawyer to fight a case for you. Just because you got hit clearly by a commercial truck, clearly the guy was texting, it's in a police report, and you fax this information over to the lawyer, what good lawyer would just meet you at the court steps the day of the trial and say, okay, I'll fight it for you? They want to meet with you. They want to know all the details, and then they want to craft together the right case and the way they're going to fight this case to win for you. Because obviously they're going to win, but now are they going to win the most money for you? That's, like they say, the devil's in the details. Same thing if you had to get a surgery. No doctor's just going to sit there and diagnose you over the phone or meet you at the operating room. He wants to get a clear picture of how he's going to effectively help you meet your goal and help you not have to be out of your office or wherever for the least amount of time, as you use the wrong surgical procedure, right? And we do the same thing here at Robert Colello Associates.
So do I understand that you think being a contingent buyer is a mistake?
Oh, 100%.
So if someone has gotten that advice, you think that they should rethink what they're doing?
Absolutely. And if anybody has a friend that's told them that they were a contingent buyer and it worked out, ask their friend how stressful it was. Ask their friend how much they got for concessions for closing costs or off the purchase price. I guarantee your friend's going to say it was a nightmare, unless the house was a nightmare, unless the seller was a nightmare and the house was overpriced and they paid $50,000 over market for it. Well, I don't think anybody's looking for any one of those things. Are you, Derek?
I'm not looking for that. That's for sure. All right. Robert Colello from Robert Colello and Associates with Keller Williams Realty. RobertSold.com is his website. He's in the studio today, offering a solution to the real estate catch-22 when you are trying to buy a home, you already own a home, and you don't want to get stuck in no man's land. He's got the solution. He's done it plenty of times before. You can reach him through robertsold.com, or you can call 858-829-4069. Did you have a listing you want to tell us about today, Robert?
Absolutely. And I also want to offer that if there's any sellers out there that would like to buy a home and they're not sure what their home's worth, we'll give you a free evaluation, an appraisal on your house from the eyes of a real estate agent like myself who's active in the market, and we'll give you a good idea what it's worth. We'll also give you a free Starbucks card for $20 so you can drink coffee while you're previewing the free report with your wife or wherever else you want to, and then we'll invite you into our office to help you take the next step. Go to robertsold.com to enter and to get that, or you can just call me simply at 858-829-4069. And as far as listings, I have 3 listings I'd like to pitch real quick. One's in PB. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,032 square foot condo. Has views of Mission Bay, and we're offering right now for $355.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great deal. 1855 Diamond Unit 324. Now, I have 2 homes that haven't hit the market yet, okay? And one of them's at 10823 Handsome Lane. This one's in Spring Valley. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, which actually they've created 2 master suites. So it's a 2-master suite, can easily be converted back to 4 bedrooms. And it's 1,562 square feet, totally remodeled, $399 to $449. And the last home, For anybody that's in retirement mode, looking to go to Oaks North, I have a great property not on the market yet. It's 16175 Silver Drive, 1450 square feet, and we're offering it for $375 to $415.
That's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Those are all three great deals. If you'd like to take advantage of any of this, whether you're in the real estate catch-22, you'd like to get a free appraisal of your home, or you'd like to find out more information about any of these great listings, go to robertsold.com or call Robert Colello from Robert Colello and Associates at 858-829-4069. It's 858-829-4069. Robert, really appreciate your time today.
Oh,
That was
thank
awesome.
you so much.
Great stuff.
Thanks for having me.
All right, coming up, attorney Tom Hipke will be in the studio with me. We're going to talk student loans, and short sales are back. Where does BK fit in? Will make you smarter than everyone else. It's guaranteed. Stick around.